Welcome to BuzzList, where we dive into the best of the best. And today, we're taking a deep dive into the dark heart of horror, exploring the films that linger long after the credits roll, the ones that invade your thoughts as you try to sleep, leaving you with a lingering sense of unease. These are the movies that redefine fear itself, the ones that stick with you, the ones that make you afraid to close your eyes. We're talking about the top 10 horror movies that will haunt your dreams. So turn off the lights, grab your favorite blanket, for comfort, not for hiding, and prepare to face your nightmares. We're going in. Our first stop on this terrifying tour takes us back to 1973, to a film that redefined horror: The Exorcist. This wasn't just a movie, it was a cultural phenomenon. People were fainting in theaters, vomiting from the sheer intensity of it all, and some even claimed to be possessed themselves. It tapped into our deepest fears, the idea of something evil invading our homes, our families, our very souls. The story of Regan McNeil, a young girl possessed by a demonic force, is as chilling today as it was decades ago. The Exorcist didn't rely on jump scares or gore. It built tension slowly, meticulously, like a tightening vice. The special effects, groundbreaking for their time, still hold up today, making the demonic transformation of Regan all the more disturbing. But what truly makes The Exorcist haunt our dreams are the themes it explores: the battle between faith and doubt, the fragility of innocence, and the terrifying power of the unknown. It's a film that stays with you, its images imprinted on your mind, a chilling reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we can't see. Next up is a film that burrows under your skin and stays there: Hereditary. This isn't your typical haunted house story. It's a slow-burn descent into madness, fueled by grief, family secrets, and a whole lot of creepy cult activity. Toni Collette delivers an Oscar-worthy performance as Annie Graham, a mother grappling with the death of her secretive mother and the unraveling of her family. Hereditary excels at psychological horror, slowly stripping away your sense of normalcy and replacing it with dread. The film's power lies in its atmosphere of constant unease. Director Ari Aster masterfully builds tension through unsettling imagery, cryptic symbolism, and a soundtrack that seems to crawl directly into your subconscious. Hereditary doesn't just scare you, it disturbs you, leaving you with a sense of unease that lingers long after the final frame. From the mind of the master of horror himself, Stephen King, comes The Shining, a film that takes isolation to a whole new level. The Overlook Hotel, a snowbound labyrinth of secrets and despair, becomes a character itself, trapping the Torrance family within its haunted halls. Jack Nicholson, with his maniacal grin and chilling intensity, delivers one of cinema's most iconic performances as Jack Torrance, a writer slowly succumbing to the hotel's sinister influence. The Shining isn't about jump scares. It's about atmosphere, about the slow, creeping dread that fills every corner of the Overlook. The film's imagery is seared into our collective memory: the blood gushing from the elevator, the Grady twins beckoning Danny into the hallway, and Jack Nicholson's chilling line, "Here's Johnny." The Shining is a masterclass in psychological horror, a chilling exploration of isolation, madness, and the darkness that can reside within us all. Get Out, Jordan Peele's directorial debut, burst onto the scene in 2017, holding a mirror to societal anxieties and delivering a powerful punch of social commentary wrapped in a terrifying horror package. It's a film that's as thought-provoking as it is chilling. The story follows Chris, a young black man visiting his white girlfriend's family estate, only to find himself trapped in a horrifying conspiracy. Get Out tackles issues of race, class, and privilege head-on, using horror as a vehicle to explore the deeply ingrained fears and prejudices that haunt our society. But Get Out isn't just a message movie, it's a genuinely terrifying thriller. The tension builds slowly, the unsettling smiles of the Armitage family hiding something truly sinister beneath the surface. The film's climax is a cathartic explosion of terror and social commentary, leaving you breathless and questioning everything you thought you knew. Inspired by the allegedly true case files of paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, The Conjuring throws us headfirst into a world where the line between reality and nightmare blurs. The Perron family, terrorized by an unseen evil in their Rhode Island farmhouse, becomes our gateway into a world of demonic possession and terrifying hauntings. The Conjuring taps into our primal fears of the unknown, the things that go bump in the night. The film's strength lies in its ability to create a palpable sense of dread, a feeling that something wicked is lurking just out of sight. Director James Wan masterfully builds suspense through creaking doors, flickering lights, and the chilling presence of the unseen. But what truly sets The Conjuring apart is its focus on the emotional toll of the paranormal. The Warrens, portrayed with empathy and conviction by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, aren't just ghost hunters, they're protectors, fighting to save families from the clutches of darkness. The Conjuring reminds us that sometimes the most terrifying stories are the ones rooted in reality, or at least the ones we believe could be real. A Nightmare on Elm Street introduced us to Freddy Krueger, a villain who turned our dreams into a playground of terror. Wes Craven's masterpiece tapped into a universal fear, the vulnerability of sleep, the loss of control as we drift into the unconscious. Freddy Krueger, with his burned face, razor-sharp glove, and sadistic sense of humor, is one of horror's most enduring icons. He's a boogeyman for the MTV generation, invading the minds of teenagers and turning their deepest fears against them. A Nightmare on Elm Street isn't just about jump scares. It's about the blurring of reality in dreams, the fear of losing ourselves in the darkness. The film's visuals are surreal and disturbing, reflecting the distorted logic of the dream world. A Nightmare on Elm Street reminds us that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create in our own minds. Halloween, John Carpenter's low-budget masterpiece, gave birth to the slasher genre, forever changing the landscape of horror cinema. The film's simplicity is its strength, focusing on atmosphere, suspense, and the relentless terror of Michael Myers, a masked bogeyman who embodies pure evil. Jamie Lee Curtis, in her breakout role as Laurie Strode, becomes the quintessential final girl, battling not only Michael Myers but also the apathy of a town that refuses to acknowledge the darkness lurking beneath the surface. Halloween is a masterclass in suspense, utilizing long takes, POV shots, and Carpenter's chilling score to create a palpable sense of dread. The film's influence is undeniable, inspiring countless imitators and solidifying Michael Myers as one of horror's most iconic villains. Halloween reminds us that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are the ones we least expect, the ones hiding in plain sight, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The Ring, a remake of the Japanese horror classic Ring, brought J-horror to the forefront of Western cinema, introducing audiences to a new breed of terror. The film's central premise, a cursed videotape that kills anyone who watches it within 7 days, tapped into our fear of the unknown, the unseen forces that can reach out from the darkness and claim us. Naomi Watts delivers a compelling performance as Rachel Keller, a journalist investigating the mysterious deaths linked to the cursed videotape. The Ring excels at creating an atmosphere of dread, using unsettling imagery, cryptic clues, and a haunting score to build tension. But what truly makes The Ring haunt our dreams is the imagery of the cursed videotape itself, a jumble of disturbing images that burrow into your subconscious. The Ring reminds us that sometimes the most terrifying things are the ones we can't explain, the ones that defy logic and reason, the ones that linger in the back of our minds long after the credits roll. Stephen King's epic novel, It, was brought to life in this terrifying adaptation, capturing the essence of childhood fears and the monstrous forms they can take. The film focuses on the Losers Club, a group of outcast kids who must confront their deepest fears to defeat Pennywise, a shape-shifting entity that preys on the innocent. Bill Skarsgård's portrayal of Pennywise is both playful and menacing, his grotesque appearance and unsettling grin hiding a malevolent force that feeds on fear. It explores the power of belief, the idea that our fears can manifest into tangible threats if we allow them to consume us. The film's power lies in its ability to tap into our childhood anxieties, the fears that lingered in the shadows of our youth. It reminds us that sometimes, the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create in our own minds, the ones that take shape from our deepest insecurities and darkest nightmares. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho is a landmark film, a masterpiece of suspense that redefined horror cinema. The film's iconic shower scene with its jarring cuts, screeching violins, and shocking violence became a cultural touchstone, forever changing the way we view violence on screen. Anthony Perkins delivers a chilling performance as Norman Bates, the seemingly harmless motel owner with a dark secret. Psycho is a masterclass in psychological horror, exploring the duality of human nature, the hidden desires and dark impulses that lurk beneath the surface of normalcy. The film's brilliance lies in its ability to manipulate the audience, to draw us into a web of suspense, and then shatter our expectations with shocking twists and turns. Psycho reminds us that sometimes, the most terrifying monsters are the ones we least suspect, the ones hiding in plain sight, masked by normalcy and civility. So, there you have it, 10 cinematic nightmares guaranteed to keep you up at night. These are the films that linger in the shadows of our minds, the ones that make us question the darkness, both within ourselves and in the world around us. But hey, who needs sleep anyway, right? If you enjoyed this terrifying trip through the best of horror cinema, be sure to like and subscribe for more terrifying top lists. We've got a whole crypt full of creepy content coming your way. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest releases. And as always, thanks for watching and sweet dreams, if you dare.